So, I will be discussing the importance of effective communication. Um, when communication is effective, it leaves all parties involved satisfied and feeling accomplished. By delivering messages clearly, there is no room for misunderstanding or alteration of messages, which decreases the potential for conflict. Um, when communication is effective, both the student and teacher benefit. Communication makes learning easier, helps students achieve goals, increases opportunities for expanded learning, strengthens the connection between student and teacher, and creates an overall positive experience. So for you to have an idea, I will be showing you some benefits of effective communication to use in everyday. And these are self-esteem, class performance, and lastly, the professional growth. So I will be tackling about the first effective communication which is self-esteem. So in general, people want to be heard. We all know that. If a teacher shows interest in students' opinions, that student will feel that their thoughts or ideas are appreciated. This increases self-esteem and confidence. So for the second one, class performance. Teachers who reward student communication and class participation will notice an improvement in overall performance. By asking questions, a teacher can determine students. If there are a lack of responses from the class, it is likely that the students were unable to understand the lecture. So, professional growth. A degree of communication is required in every profession, and communication skills are necessary at even the most preliminary stages of career growth. For example, an applicant must be able to communicate her skills and abilities during an interview in order to acquire a job. So, in studying this subject, I learned a lot and acquired communication skills in written and verbal communication. The skills that I have acquired from the lecture of my subject teacher in GEC 105 are the following. So, the first one is listening. So, listening is one of the most important aspects of communication that I've acquired. Successful listening is not just an understanding of spoken and written information, but also an understanding of how the speaker feels during communication. So, if a speaker can see and feel that someone is listening and understanding, that can help a deeper and it can help to build a stronger, deeper relationship. Careful listening can also create an environment in which everyone feels safe to express ideas or plan and solve problems in a more creative way. So, this slide is straight talking. Conversation is the basis of communication, and one must not neglect its importance. Even in a simple, friendly conversation with colleagues, it can build mutual trust and even detect problems before they become more serious. So, a healthy dose of chatting with an unknown person can lead to a business opportunity. It can be accessible and friendly because then you will be uh, able to talk almost to everybody and anyone. So, the next one is nonverbal nonverbal communication. When we talk about things that matter to us, then we send a lot of nonverbal messages like text, chats. Yeah. Nonverbal signals are wordless. Uh, Wordless communication, body position, facial expression, and hand movements, gesture, eye contact, attitude, and etc. The way we look, listen, create, react, gestures speaks far more about feelings than words will be able to. So, developing the ability to understand others and use nonverbal signals will help us to connect with others. Um, Yan. It can help us to connect with others. So, stress management. In small quantities, stress can be very stressful and encouraging for work. However, when the stress becomes become constant and completely begins to take effect, it can affect communication, clarity of opinion, and appropriate behavior and action. So when we are under pressure or stress, we may understand other people, send confusing nonverbal signals, and use funny patterns of behavior. How often did we feel that pressure or stress? Maybe after that we regretted what we said. So if we improve stress management skills, not only will we avoid these subsequent regrets, but we will also be able to influence the other person we are entering into a conflict. So the next one is, I think this is the last one, emotional control. In communication, feelings plays an important role. Making decisions more often affects the way we feel than the way we think. Guided by emotion, our nonverbal behavior affects the understanding of other people and how others understand and perceive us. So, as a future educator, I will be giving you some tips on how we can become an effective communicator. So, to be an effective communicator, we have to identify our our objectives. Yan. Listen actively, note our body language, know our audience, pace ourselves, choose the right time, be clear, and just keep on practicing until we achieve our goals. So, these slides, uh, these slides shows the importance of effective communication. So, I hope you learn from my PowerPoint and thank you for listening.